Hello everyone, and welcome to the Final Fantasy VII Remake Guide for the Monsters of Legends Challenge. Please keep in mind that this is not the only way to complete the challenge, and it may not be the most efficient way to do so either. I'm sure there are further optimizations to be made, but this is just the setup that I used to complete this challenge. I completed this challenge with Cloud, Tifa, and Aerith. However, I've seen any combination of the four characters used. Cloud is my main damage dealer and the character I'll be controlling most of the time. Aerith is a dedicated support/healer character, and Tifa is an offensive supportive mix. Upon challenging this fight, my party members were at level 50, and my weapon levels were at 5. This challenge is doable at lower levels, but it will be a little bit more difficult. As for the gear I used to take on this fight, I went with the Hardedge, Force Bracelet, and Protective Boots on Cloud, the Metal Knuckles, Force Bracelet, and Protective Boots on Tifa, and the Mythril Rod, Chain Bangle, and Healing Carcanet on Aerith. Protective Boots make the character equipping it immune to slow and stop, which is particularly useful in the Tonberry fights. However, another accessory I've seen others bring is the Revival Earrings, which gives your character a one-time use auto life. This can be used as insurance in case the Battle of the Tonberries go a little crazy. The weapons were chosen because they had the highest attack or magic stats, and the armor slot was chosen because it had the most slots available for Materia. There are several Materia that make this fight a whole lot easier. Each of my party members had an HP up, revival, in either a healing or prayer Materia. I wanted at least 5,000 if not 6,000 HP on my party members. Revival on each character is a must for the Tonberry fights, and I had healing on Cloud and Tifa and prayer on Aerith. Both Cloud and Tifa have elemental materia linked to fire on their armor. Depending on the level of the elemental materia, this can have, negate, or even absorb fire damage, making the bomb fights extremely trivial. Aerith is a ranged damage dealer, and she can avoid the bomb's attacks, so it's not necessary on her. As a secondary character, I chose to give Tifa the Steadfast block materia to help the AI build ATB faster. I threw on Assess materia to get intel, and I rounded her off with the enemy skill materia so she could learn Bad Breath. I gave Aerith Magnify linked to barrier materia for the Behemoth fight. She also has time materia which can be casted on Cloud for more DPS or on herself for more support. Cleansing is there just in case your party gets hit by a stray Bad Breath. First Strike is used to cast haste on Cloud or barrier on the team at the beginning of the fight. Ice is there to deal damage and build Stagger on the bombs. The rest of the materia slots can be filled however way you like. The remaining materia slots can be filled whichever way you like. You could go defensive and add more HP up materia, or you can opt to go more offensive with a parry, deadly dodge, or ATB stagger materia, which is what I went with. As for enemy specific tips, for the bomb, you want Aerith to be casting Blizzard in the back. Elemental fire armor makes this fight extremely trivial, as the bomb will be unable to do significant damage to you, allowing you to tank and spank. But if for some reason you don't have that, then be sure to avoid the fire breath, and do not attack it during Inflame. Either way, the bomb should not pose too much of a threat. As for the Tonberry fight, if you're using Cloud or Tifa, try to engage the Tonberry from the side or back. Do not stand in front of it. By positioning yourself on its flanks, forces it to turn around to face you when it wants to poke you with its knife. When it starts turning, that's your cue to dodge or run. Its stagger builds up quickly after it misses its chef's knife attack. Try to make the most out of that opening. It will prioritize Scourge on ranged party members, and more so if you're controlling that character. If you're in a situation where you need a heal or a revive, try baiting out Scourge on one of your other characters before swapping over to your healer. Bone Deep Grudge hits your entire party with stop, but the Protective Boots nullifies that. Also, if you have a maxed out warding linked to Subversion materia on your main character, this fight becomes significantly easier. All in all, don't overcommit to damage, don't stand in front of the Tonberry, and always try to keep all three characters up. The behemoth does entirely physical damage, so prioritize having barrier up as much as possible. Attack its lower body first, because the back half of the behemoth is relatively safe. When it is knocked down, go for the upper body. Don't use magic while its horns are up, and try to keep all characters above 3000 HP. This monster hits hard and has a lot of HP, but it should go down within 2 staggers. The fourth fight is against a Tonberry and a Bomb. Use whatever strategies you use for the first 2 fights. Prioritize taking out the Bomb first, as it makes fighting the Tonberry a whole lot easier. The final fight is against the fan favorite Marlborough. The Marlborough doesn't hit as hard as Behemoth, however it is still a good idea to get a barrier up. Its most threatening move is the Bad Breath attack. However, this attack is easily avoidable. The Marlborough takes about 5 seconds of cast time before the move comes out. During the first 3 seconds, the Marlborough will face the player-controlled character, and on the last 2, it is locked into place. Therefore, you can use the first 3 seconds to face the Marlborough away from your team, and the last 2 seconds to move out of its line of sight, preferably on its flanks, as it puts you in a good position to continuously deal damage and build stagger. Make sure to save some ATB on your healer or secondary character in case you need a heal or you need to remove statuses. When the boss is low and you have some extra ATB, switch over to your character with Assess an enemy skill and have them tank a Bad Breath for the team before finishing the fight. Congratulations on completing the Monsters of Legends challenge. I hope this guide helped you, and I hope you have a nice day. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.
Let me handle this. That was close. I'll take care of them.
My turn. Take him down.
Seizing the open. There, this one's for you. Go on. Here, it's on you. I'll show you what I can do. Tagging out.
Let's do this.
Still here.
Never again. Deal with that.
I can still fight. I'll just get started. Go on. Okay, good luck. So it's my turn? Cut! Every little bit helps.
Taking over. That'll do. Don't overdo it.
All set. Cut! You're up. Here goes. Bring it. One more shot. Can you take over for me? Okay, let's go. Gotcha. Come on, take. Got your number. Yeah. Go on. Good luck. I'll show you what I can do. Yeah. This one's for you. Just go away! And that we gotta switch it up. Let me teach him a lesson. Hey, you ready? Not throwing in the towel. Go on!
Keep it together.
Oh, let's go.
Hang back. Take the lead.
All set.
My turn. Keep it together.
Okay, let's go. So it's my turn? It's your turn.
Taking over.
That's it. Come on, one more shot.
That'll do.
Just hang on. I'm coming. No more games. Watch yourself. I'm coming. Why don't you lead the way? You'll feel better in a second.
This time.
You've got this.
Let's do this.
That was the breeze.
Deal with that.
So it's my turn? Stay back! Tagging out!
Taking over.
Wait, seriously? I'm here. I tried. I really
Should have been there. Still up for it?
I can't believe you. That wasn't nice. I'm feeling pretty weak. You'll feel better in a second.
Shake it off.
You're still doing
Hang
okay,
back.
right?
Let's get it. Keep it up.
Strike hard back. That's for you. Let's pour on the cake.
Gotcha.
One more shot. Maybe this will be You can do it!
Let me heal up.